Hello. It is time. It's got to be brighter. And I'm on the sun. Okay. All right. I am still without headphones. Recoil. So yeah, all right. I think what's changed here? Is it just like moving the player? And yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go through each of the weapons, get rid of all the kick animations. Yeah, I'm gonna drop all the kick animations. In fact, I think what I'll do is I will allow it to not even have a fire animation. I think this is most the case for the shotgun and the bolt rifle. Nothing happens on the weapon when you fire. Like, the only external thing that you can see happen is like the trigger is pulled back when the weapon fires. But trigger animation is like a far future thing. Like polish at that point, because you would only be able to see it third person, like with multiplayer, and it would require the person to have like a controller. Because my thought there is, it'd be cool is if you could see someone pulling the trigger slowly if they were on like a controller, because it's the only time you could do it. But yeah, for now, I am going to straight up drop the fire animation. Why does it like decide to not work? I don't get this. It just decides to not work. Okay, now it still doesn't work. What's going on? Okay. Let's try this. Reload scene. Why won't it animate? Why are we not animating? Why won't we animate? It's literally just not animating. I have to be on this. I have to be in the animation tree to see it. Okay. Yeah, I am deleting the fire animation entirely. We're just getting rid of that. Delete. Save. Okay. So then I need it to be possible. What did I have? Has melee animation? I think same thing for fire. This might end up becoming a recurring theme here. Recurring theme. Has fire anim, where essentially I load in and I cache everything. I cache what animations I have, so I can more quickly jump out of them. Wrap this around here. I really hope that's not playing a sound when I do that. Sorry if it is. And honestly, if I do get into having like a trigger changing, that'll probably just be not even like in animation. Because it won't be an animation because I'll just have a set thing that's like, hey, here's the trigger, rotate 10 degrees when you're, or the firing position is 10 degrees or something. Emit fired. I should not have that anymore. That should be totally gone now. Yeah, okay, cool, still good. And I want to check something. Emit. Remove this from all animate. I think reload loop start is probably used. Oh, I do see them as binary resources. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Shouldn't I be able to see them? The animations are binary resources, so I actually don't see them. But I think it gives me errors when I do that, so... Emit melee... Yeah, these are things that the weapon should not be doing, in fact. I'll leave them at melee. It might happen. Emit round ejected. It doesn't do anything right now, so that's good. Yeah, there's certain things that are... I think it's just always round unloaded, because I just... Yeah. I have all of those. Okay. Great. Want to do go to fire. There we go. Alrighty. So now I can just not have a fire animation. This is the bolt rifle. The animation tree may not have saved, and in fact it didn't even open the window. That's funny. Should have saved. I was like, why is the game window not open? This time it opened. Okay. So I should fire, and I don't think I see... There is recoil. There. But when I zoom in, I should see nothing. Yeah. Because I set aim control to max when you're zoomed in, so you don't have any recoil. Yeah. Alright, cool. That's good. That's good. I kind of like that spacing. I'd like that spacing. Alright, so now I can just not have the fire animation and be okay. swear I just minimized all of this and it opened back up. Maybe I didn't. No, I minimized that. Okay, bolt rifle, pistol now. The pistol does have animation, because the slide comes back. Now, this extra motion here, I should not have. So, in fact, I'm just deleting it from the animation. Animations should be purely mechanical things, so, like the slide popping out and coming back. This would probably be a good time to look at a video of this, because having the timings right here, if I'm confident the timings are right here, then I can just make the real animation straight off of those. All right, let's get there. Am I ever gonna watch that video? That video is probably not good, to be honest. All right. Slow motion Glock firing. I believe the Glock should look like what I'm going for. I do need to know the frame rate, though. The frame rate is actually really important for me to know as well. Firing and reloading. Right. This could be a volume warning. I need to know the frame rate. Oh, that's a crazy number. 22.5 thousand frames per second. One thing I've always wondered, why does the... Oh, weird. For a second I thought, it doesn't even play the whole thing. I need to know how fast it comes back to. Okay, so this is not... That's actually not useful. I need the whole thing. That could be too fast. This one says and reloading. They do list the frame rate. Wait, can you even see him start? Oh wow, you get to see like the start of when he's moving his finger too. These videos are silent, by the way. Now, does it show the slide coming back forward? What I've always wondered though is why? And reloading, are we serious? No. And reloading. Yeah, where's the reloading? And reloading. Oh, this is the whole thing. Oh, they're speed ramping it though. This is the problem. It's not actually playing back at the original frame rate. Okay. 1 second. I'm back. All right. Slow motion Glock, fire. Slow motion. Let me just do like pistol firing and cycle. Wait, can I even open this? Honestly, I'm not gonna try that. I'm not gonna look at that video. That is a Marines? Stop cutting it. What are we doing? Did they just like interrupt it? Okay, maybe they just interrupted it. Now I need to know, what's the frame rate? What's the frame rate? What's the frame rate? Pistol firing, like, I want to know. The thing is, this is stuff that I'm pretty sure anyone who's like animating this has to go out and find because they need to know. Or maybe they just look at the video and they're like, oh yeah, it looks about right. The speed of everything matters. The speed really matters here. Timings of a Glock fire cycle. Really, 50 milliseconds. Then I'm like way off, right? I'm kind of on target actually. I know that when I made it, I was just looking at it like, yeah, that seems right. The thing is, if I search for FPS here, I get feet per second. It's gonna give me feet per second. Like, that's the issue. I can't look for frames per second because no one's writing frames per second. They're typing FPS. Okay, let's go back to YouTube, I guess. My task text is wrong. I have not compiled. 3. Task. Stripping. Recoil. Okay. Slow motion. FPS. Pistol fire cycle. $150 to 1,000. We can't be serious right now. This guy does not know what slow motion is. Okay. He just literally took like 60 FPS film and rescaled it. And then he did frame interpolation. Like, I'm thinking the slow-mo guys might be it. Because they put on screen the FPS. I think they typically do. Pistol. And I don't know, do they show the whole thing? Because they don't show the gun though. They only show the gun. I searched for pistol, by the way, and I think I got maybe a couple pistol videos there. Oh. A full cycle. Now, here's a question. Is it 600 FPS the whole way through? There's no... I'm not going to suddenly see the same shot in slower or faster, right? That's perfect. That's actually just so perfect. Wait, I'm seeing it slower. Okay, I'm assuming this is just like a half time. This is like 1200. I guess the thing is, if this is 19, they say that the cycle is supposed to be 50 milliseconds. Okay, that's what it looks like when it's out of ammo. I'm assuming this part is 60 FPS. So I'm watching a video in 60 FPS. Well, I guess I just know that it's I know that it's actually 600 FPS, so I can just click through the frames. So I'll find the first, okay. It blew right past it. Also, there's frame skipping going on. I'm clicking twice and seeing one frame, so this video is uploaded 30 FPS. That's fine. So this is the first frame of motion. So I have 1, 2, even though nothing moved, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I think it stopped going back. So around 18 or 19 frames. So if we're looking at 19 over 600 frames per second, this is 0.03 seconds have passed. Okay. So I'm going to start counting now for the return. Well, I guess I can count how many frames it stays at the back. I was thinking it just bounces off. It does stay at, it does actually stay back. It stops moving here. It's not going back any further. So we can kind of look here and see that it's not moving back relative to this position. Maybe it's going forward a little bit. So on the frame here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It looks like 13 frames, it stays in place. So 13 over 600. So about 0.02 seconds. It seems like the timing is really wrong. It seems like the timing is... This sucks, man. Why there's so many, like, there's so many empty frames in the middle here. Like, look at this. Let me go back. I'm gonna count how many frames are still. How many times I see this frame. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 frames. It sits here for 4 frames. Why? Also, yeah, the videos are at 30 FPS, so... This was really close. I can't use it, though. There's too many frames missing, and I'm pretty sure it's been rescaled. This is frame interpolation. Oh, it's not. Okay, hang on. This is a full cycle. How many frames per second? Oh. Dude, you keep your right hand firm on the grip. The gun should not be moving at all. Dude. Also, yeah, this is some crazy recoil. I don't think I've ever seen someone firing a gun and it moving this much. That's crazy. We need to list the FPS when we upload a slow motion video. Please just do it. 10x? What the hell does 10x slow motion mean? 10 times slower than it looks in real life? Wait a second. This might be it. Unfortunate it's short. Gotta fix that. And it's loud. Okay. So this is uploaded in 30 FPS. That's awesome. So I'm looking at this one. This is the one that well, no, I should look at this one. This is where I can see the most happening. When do we start firing? There's so many frame skips. What's wrong with this? One, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. What is the rescaled, man? They gotta be rescaling the video. If they actually uploaded 640 FPS, there should be no frame lag or frame skips. There's a frame skip every 2 frames. It's been rescaled. They slap it in there, crisp, 30 FPS footage, and then they drag it out. They dragged it out like 50% or something. I don't know. Like, I shouldn't be using it because of that. Okay, so 1, 2. I'm just gonna count the frames that I see changing. So if it doesn't change, I don't count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. Okay, I think I counted 110 frames here. About 110 frames. I had to really focus for that because I'm looking at literally sub-pixel changes. Is it 6400? Yeah, it's gotta be 6400. If it was 64,000, I would be here all day. So 0.17 seconds. 0.017 seconds. Okay. Also, is it just me or are these two videos timed the same? Bro. We can't be serious. Okay. They did. I can't use it. They actually rescaled it. This pisses me off so much. This ballistic high speed, they're good. Why did they rescale this video? This one is actually running every frame, I think. It's actually changing almost every frame. Because look how much later this video starts. And the weapon is fully cycled before this one even starts to return. Like, this is fully cycled. It's done. Before this one starts to return. Like, why'd you do that? I was gonna watch this one because I can see the side profile, so it's gonna be easier for me to see when it stops. But because they scaled this up 33%, and they're skipping frames. This one is also scaled. It's skipping. I'm gonna explode. This one is also dropping a frame every 2 frames, and it's not 6400 FPS. It's just not. This was recorded so much slower than this one was. They're both slowed down even further because there's blank frames in the middle. And this one ends so much faster. This is recorded at like 5,000 FPS. This is recorded at 5,000 FPS. And then they still scaled it out. These guys are pissing me off. Why are we just lying? That's not. Because here's the thing. If it was correct, if they didn't scale it, I could like download the video. Here's first frame. Here's last frame. Subtract the 2. Because I have to count the frames that are changing. Oh, man. Oh, man. You know what? I think I'm just close enough. Oh, hey, it's me. I think I might just be close enough. This is an automatic pistol. He fires really fast. Like, what's the frame rate? I have to scroll past every result a second time. What's the FPS, man? Dude, I can see the frame interpolation from the preview. Stop. I can see the frame interpolation in the preview. Alright, I give up. No one apparently has ever recorded this correctly and not just uploaded the footage unedited for some reason, which is nuts to me. Ballistic High Speed did it too? I can't believe it. I'm actually like shocked at that. The thing is that my timings could probably be a little bit better. They probably could be a little bit better. Delete these tracks. How did I decide on these timings though? I think I just lined up the frames. Did I just line up the frames? Not really. What is this, by the way? What is this, like, broken? We seeing this? What is that? How do you even do that? How do you even mess that up? I've been thinking that these tracks are, like, not aligned. And now that I can literally see the bar is off by, like, 10 pixels. Yeah, okay. Oh, man. I think this might be too long. I think I could do better. I think I could do better. No, thanks for following. Minus 1212. So they say that these actually cycle more like point. You okay? That's a crazy bark. That they cycle more around 0.05. Hello. But then they say, like, is that correct? Is that math correct? Did I just really type that? I did. I mean, yeah, the number just doesn't come out right. They're saying like 1,000 to 1,200 runs per minute. But then I feel like this is a really, I don't know. Making a shooter? Yes. What gave it away? I was looking to see if I could find better, like, footage of, like, just a semi-automatic pistol cycling. They either rescale the video, they don't tell you the FPS, or they do both of those things. They don't tell you the FPS and they rescale it. Ballistic High Speed is like really, I think they're pretty good, but I just saw that they have a short where they have two 6400 FPS shots. One of them starts like halfway into the cycle of the first video and it's done before the weapon even finishes cycling on the top. So it's like the one in the middle is like playing 3 times faster than the one above it, and they both claim to be 6400 FPS. There's just no way. I can't believe there's no way there's that much variability. Alright, I'll just make it 0.5. And then I think this should probably be a little bit later. And then this should be a little bit earlier. I think is what I'm looking for. Trying to make a Souls-like game. Alright. What makes it Souls-like? I think this can bounce like that. And then I want to try this. I want to try this. Can I zoom in more? Never mind. Don't do that. It goes so fast, actually. Also, I think actually, yeah, this doesn't come back far enough as well. This comes back a lot further, I think, than I'm giving it. But I have no clue. But I think it did miss that. I think this goes back a lot further than it should. Or this does not come back as far as it should. That's what I should say. Like that. For the basic combat and the player controller. Adding more movement like wall running. Good luck. I have heard wall running is very hard. This is still too fast to even see. It's so fast. They really cycle this fast? That's crazy. So I think I have mine. Maybe I should match up to this. I actually have mine limited. I mean, yeah, if I actually match up to this, which I already was matched up to this. Eject delay 17, so that's correct. Charge delay is additional time after the eject happens. So that is... Yeah, right, fire delay, charge. I guess I say charge is just 0.05 minus that. So 0.0325. So it should be 325. And then I think just the reset delay probably just comes down until it's like 900. Sound cycle time is a bit shorter. Maybe not. Maybe I do just like put this down at... It has to be something, but yeah, maybe this is just where I leave it. So this is really close to actually matching the animation. Okay. I'll do this. And I guess I may as well test. Though I haven't changed anything but the animation. I did change the trigger mechanism. You could technically shoot it faster, but that's still like too fast to really... You can't actually click that fast. Is this too loud? Maybe. Alright, I'm gonna just spam it. I mean, it is like as fast as you can click. Cool. I didn't even like pay attention to how it looked, by the way. The screen went up and it seemed like it was fine enough. Actually, like, surprisingly, it doesn't look that bad. The camera movement kind of does enough. But that's gonna get better. Alright, I call pistol done. Revolver. I think revolver's already set. I don't think there's any motion on the fire. Why is it? Oh. Because I'm not actually opening it. So I have fire double, which doesn't do anything. Fire fan, which does do something. So yeah, I just delete all of this. It's all deleted. Oh. And because I... Okay, delete now. So fire single, drop, fire fan. Yeah, so fire fan I should just get deleted. Yeah, I actually just delete that. Delete fire fan. There's fan charge, which is just a faster charge than normal charge. I went kind of crazy with this animation. But I should just delete this. That's actually just so fast. Right. Oh, idle? I can delete this. I can also delete this. Should be it. Forgot I could delete those files. Are they also actually being deleted here too? Yeah, I can actually officially delete them too. And fire fan. Then I can check the animation tree and make sure that fire fan is just on fire single. Good. And charge, double, single. Oh, right. This was, this does do a charge.
This is poor.
Alright, I'm not sure what to do there. The mechanic of this charging after firing is always just weird. It is just weird. But for now it's working, so I'm just gonna leave it. Okay. Try the revolver. So single fire or double fire, single fire. I'm being lied to about my animations. What? There's no way that's real. That can't be legit. The revolver's moving way too much. That can't be right. Is that real? That doesn't seem right. Revolver, aiming, aim control 1. The gun's moving too much. That doesn't seem right. Alright, I guess it's correct. I'm surprised that it actually... the weapon moves that much. Hi, Danilon. I'm gonna imagine that you said, like, hello. I'm gonna pretend like you just said, like, hello. You know, something normal. The recoil already looks really good, actually. I did not realize this was the case. I gotta make the reload faster, I think. I think the revolver reloads too slow. I don't know, it's I'm not sure. Oh my gosh, I'm upside down. The recoil on this is crazy. Oh gosh, okay. That's still funny to me. Because the system has no clue the difference between a weapon like updating and actually shooting a bullet. Even though it does know, the recoil doesn't know. The recoil just pretends like, oh, the weapon, something happened to the weapon when you fired. We must have shot a bullet. What? Non-existent function is state? What did I just do? How did I do that? Also, why didn't you complain that? Why won't you complain about that when you know for a fact you can prove it? For the revolver, only use the longer buffer if we are charging. When aiming, auto charges. I'm gonna put a to-do here. To-do. Holy spaghetti. Fix this. I don't know what to do about that. I'm going out? Alright. Have fun, Danilon. Weird. Weird that spamming doesn't cause that. I have to click it at just the right time for that to happen. Wait, that was so fast. I feel like that was actually really fast. How quickly I emptied the revolver there. Why is that so fast? Oh, I have like, there's some weird animation stuff happening. I'm like kind of glitching it a little bit. If I click really fast, that's how fast it goes. But if I time it just right, like look at this instant charging. That is a bug. I'm looking at it. It's pretending like it's firing even though it's definitely not charged. I don't want to fix it right now. I just don't want to actually fix it right now. I've been thinking the revolver was behaving weird. That's definitely wrong. I wonder if it thinks it's fanning. Let me see what animation it's running. I'm assuming it's saying fire single. Or like, yes, single is my expectation. I'll just go and unload the weapons so that I'm not... Yeah, I'm getting single happen, which is wrong. Yeah, so I just had like several singles in a row. So it's literally not charging. It's literally not charging. So how is that happening? It's literally not charging the weapon. Does charge instantly charge it or something? No, it's really slow. Double doesn't emit a charge. So how is it playing that? It's definitely just not setting this value correctly. I bet what's happening is I'm able to fire the weapon without clearing this value. Maybe that's just what I have to do. Yeah, that actually maybe makes sense. If I fire from this, I need to clear this value. So that I'm not running it twice. That might be the problem. Because it does look like I have to have it charged first before I can start doing it, and then I can start fast cycling it. I just have all these signals in a row. Like, how? How is that possible? That doesn't make any sense. It must be that I'm calling a charge, not via animation. Is that what's happening? The revolver weapon itself is charging itself too quickly. This is strange. I'm getting all these singles in a row. Okay. Let's see who's charging it. Because it's doing that didn't change anything. It's still getting the update. I'll unload it so I'm not spamming. No, I'm struggling to get it to happen again. Okay, there it just happened. Okay, how did I get 2 mech charges? Right, so I got it to happen, and every single time it was mech charge single, mech charge single, mech charge single. So this is my problem? If primed prime false, fire delay prime false. What? That's funny. Prime delay is 0. Prime timer 0.2 seconds. I mean, is that accurate to the animation? It is. It might just be that the animation can't keep up with what I'm doing. All right, let me look at the animations. Because that's at least what it looks like to me. Something's wrong with the animation. Oh, I mean, okay, so I am doing something interesting with how I fire. I am starting the animation right away if I... It might just be something unique to this with how I do animation. Essentially, if I am on actuated, and fire has not been played, and the mechanism has double action, I tell it to fire right now. In fact, honestly, I think what should happen is... No, yeah, actually this seems correct. Does this seem correct? Let me just look at what double action looks like. Because it's got to be too fast. Yeah, it's playing the single fire animation, which is wrong. It should not be playing single fire at any point during this stitch. So I just got it to loop a lot. You know, I think what's happening is I'm clicking at the right time. And... I think for the double action, this might be what I need. It might be that I can't trigger reset until I'm totally done. I have to be totally done before I can trigger reset. So let me do that. I think that's a real problem. Oh, it's actually like update trigger. Never mind. Yeah, drop that. It's actually update trigger. No, 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 no. I know what it is. I'm clicking. It starts coming back. It fires. What? I get a mech charge single, mech charge single. So I'm playing the single fire animation. How does it start? Okay, so first of all, this is crazy. I did single, double, and then... Oh no, I played the double, mech charged, played double, mech charged, played double, mech charged, played double. 2 mech charges, then single, then double, mech charge, mech charge. What? That doesn't make any sense. I can't be charging twice without playing a fire animation. That can't happen. How am I getting a mechanism charge? It should be 1-to-1. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 7. Yeah, and then it's like, then there's an additional charge that's appeared. This is crazy. Double should be followed by a charge, but then single is preceded by a charge. What? What? I really don't know. What happens? What I'm seeing happen is I'm calling fire single. Fire single calls when I have... let me change the disk. Fire single runs when I tell the weapon to play a fire animation. And it thinks that we're already charged. And we're on no animation too. So... I'm so tired. I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna stand up. It's been a while. Whoa, what's the sound? What was that sound? Oh, whoops. Right. And then I do this. That's correct. Okay. All right. This doesn't really want to sit up right. Okay. So what happens is we'll definitely come through here because I get an update from the weapon that it's been charged. So I get this update. And then it thinks it's charged. And it tells it to play the weapon, the single fire animation. Let me try this. Let me print actuate every time we actuate. I'm like hearing static. I don't know what's going on. I think it's like a cable. I think it's a wire in the cable is touching. Yeah, definitely. Because it's still going. Like, I don't know. Wiggle the wire or something until it goes away. Alright, I'm gonna guess that I get in here and this. This is gonna be my guess that that's happening. This revolver was developed so I did not do a good job apparently. Like, I gotta get it just right, too. I have to get the timing correct. Right, I just did it a bunch right there. Okay, so I'm still getting the single mech charge. Actually, fast fire never happened. And I have this double charge happen. Double mech charge, and then I have a mech charge single. Do you think it's like I just have this being wrong? Let me try this. Let me do print, mid-mech prime. Like, what if these subtractions is wrong? No, because it has to be an action comes out of it. So it's definitely just running through the timer and then being done. Should trigger. If the delay timer is less than or equal to 0. Campfire is always true. I wish I was smarter. I literally have to look at every single thing that changes to understand what's going on. All the time. Just printing so much. Right, I had a good run there. What's wrong with Delta? What's wrong with Delta? Uh-huh. That's interesting. Is delta being passed in as 0? How? Like, I should see something. Delta negative 0.0039? What the hell is that value? What the hell? No, 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 no. That's totally wrong. What? How? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That cannot be more odd. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That's just all. That value doesn't make sense. I'd expect to see it be. It's using the whole 0.016 tick time every time and going over that by 0.003. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no. First of all, that value is just wrong. It should be 0 or like negative 0.01 or whatever. I've bound it to frame rate. That's crazy. What? What? I've bound it to frame rate. I'm insane. Okay. So it's this, isn't it? It's this. This is my problem. So I'm chopping off a lot of time. In fact, I am. What is my problem? I just did it. I just did it. Gosh, I have 32,000 prints that fast. For real? Alright, cool, I did it. Double action mech play fire. What now? That's fine. Single action fire. Cool. Double. Double action play fire. Double. Action charge. Action fire. Okay. Action fire. I didn't get a printout that I was playing an animation, so that's good. Double action mech play fire. It didn't play the double action fire. So what's happening here? How does it not do the double action mech play fire? So it is like an animation thing. Is idle. Charge. Return true. Is that what I've missed? No, because I'm not even playing charge double. Fast fan. So if I fail, I'm just going to print out print fire failed and print the state that I'm on. Because I bet it's going to be like I'm on fire double, so I can't fire or something. Okay, I did it. I made it happen. Pick up revolver. Single action fire. Single action fire, that's fine, right? Double action mech play fire. Double. Action charge. Fire failed on fire double. That's fine. And then down here I say double action mech play fire. Fire failed fire double. So it's telling me that I'm still in this fire double animation. So is it the case that I just have my delays wrong? So fire delay is more like 3.4, honestly. Fire double. Do 0.2666 repeating minus 0.2333 repeating. I mean, I know what the value should be, but I'm just like double checking. Yeah. 3. So it says we can't do that because we're still playing this animation. Which actually just doesn't make any sense to me. How is that, how does that work? Double action back play, fire double. Fire failed, fire double. I mean, that's fine, I think. Maybe this is okay. Action charge, action fire. We're on fire double already. Then it says double action back play, fire. Fail because we're on double. This is where the problem lies. This should have succeeded. Action charge. Single action fire. Failed for fire. Action charge. Single action fire. All right, what I think I additionally need to print is, I think I can take that out. I don't think I need that open. This should be in a better state now. I'll write action fire first, action charge, and also print actuate. If the delta is greater than that, subtract it. Otherwise, prime subtract delta and delta becomes 0. Let me do this. I'll print delta first. Actuate. Action fire single. What? I mean, I guess that makes sense. Though it really doesn't make any sense, actually, if I think about it. I should have had... That's crazy how that's like instantly wrong. The delay timer is 0.03. The deltas are coming in with no. No. What is happening? I have 3 stupid. I am stupid. That's 34 milliseconds. That's 34 milliseconds. This is 34 milliseconds. This is not 3.4 milliseconds. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. They're all wrong. I don't know milliseconds, apparently. Well, I still did it. I just instantly did it. So I'm gonna assume that it broke. Let me check, because I should see delay printing when I fire. Oh, I am getting delay. Okay, so I guess it did save. Charge to double. Action fire, failed action fire double, that's fine. Actuate, priming. Fail for double. We're priming. And then we're action charge. And then we're delaying. And we actuate, action fire single. Honestly, I think like technically I think what should happen here is that I need to force this to happen. I might just have to force this to happen. Maybe. Actually, I can go auto mode now. Yeah, do that. Maybe what happens is if I'm ticking, I should just keep telling it to try to play. Thing is, I don't understand how that's how this is like, because now I've got the timing correct, but now it's still not animating. This is technically more time than it's supposed to have. Because this is timed with the animation really well. This should be long enough. It might just be the case that the order this is running in is where I need to run the animation before I run this. But at the same time, if I want to start an animation, I want to start it now. And then while the animation is running, I want to tick through the animation first. Okay, I think I just say this. I think I just say... if I'm charging, I do this. If I'm in here, I do this. Otherwise, I just assume I'm good, and I just run it. I just always run it. If it's telling me to play the animation, I play the animation. If we're currently charging, travel to double. If we're in the fan animation, we play the fan animation. As we do with this stuff, no, I don't even need to do that. Maybe this will solve me. Maybe it won't look so dumb. And maybe it'll look the same and I'm just crazy. I'm obviously playing the single animation again. So look at this. Yeah, you gotta go manual on the camera. It's like... Okay, I failed. I failed that time to do it. Alright, aperture priority mode, you suck. You literally don't know what you're doing. You're totally not exposing the scene correctly. Okay. Try it again. See if we can do it. I failed again. I was on a roll there. I was getting it every time, like first try. Fun bug. Okay. I was holding down aim while I... Fun bug. Alright. Fun bug. Do not tell me this is happening right now. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I swear I didn't do anything. Why can't I make it happen? Get real. Get real right now. Get real right now. Get real right now. Get real right. Oh. Get real, get real, get real. It's definitely just... I'm failing. I'm failing. I might explode. I can't do it now. But I didn't fix it. But I didn't fix it. But I have not fixed it. I haven't fixed it. Oh, I didn't fix it. I didn't fix it. The bug's still there. I just can't. Somehow I can't do it. I can't do it. I 100% was firing faster than I'm supposed to be able to. 100% I've been firing faster than I should be able to. I think I did it there. I don't know. Like, this is... I'm gonna go crazy. Well, now I have a different interesting bug, in fact. In fact, I have a different bug now. So, I'm gonna blow up. I can't do it anymore. Why can't I do it anymore? I'm getting so mad. It was like, boom, 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 boom. Like I was doing it every time. I was unloading the full thing as fast as... No, I can't do it. What's wrong with my fingers? They're not clicking at a steady pace. They're like click, 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 click. Like I just needed to click in a very... Oh, I just did it. I did it perfectly. Okay, finally. State charge. State end. Actuate. Delay. Double action fire. Single. Failed end. Failed end, I just ignore because I know for a fact it played single. So, all right. State start, state fire. Action fire. Failed fire. That makes sense. Okay, end. 2 takes and then it ends. Okay. Friday. No actually playback fire at double. Failed end. I know that it worked because it says start double instantly. So start double. Priming. Action charge. Because then we're delaying. Delay. Failed fire double, that's fine. 2 ticks. Alright. Double. Failed. End. Start. Fire double. That's fine. Priming. Delay action charge. Delay action fire. Failed because we're on double. What? Actuate action fire. This is a weird order. That's a weird order. I print the tick. I print actuate. It fires immediately? That's not correct. How is there an actuate there? I actuate with a fire? I do this, I hit here, it says actuate. Okay. It says failed fire double, which it actually should be playing because I've actuated. This should be a forced animation right there. Yeah, that should have been a forced animation because now I'm not playing an animation. Now I'm not playing an animation. But I still have Prime. It runs through all 200 milliseconds. Delay action charge. Actuate. Yeah, the animations are all over the place. Yeah, well, this is how I know I did it perfectly, because I get actuate followed by an action fire. Which means, as soon as weapon's fired, immediately the trigger has activated again. Then we start priming. But I'm not playing an animation. Yeah, but then I play the fire animation while I'm priming, so this is the big problem. I play the fire animation while I'm priming, and then the weapon just sits there and does nothing. Okay. So this is the bug, right here. This should... Like, it's understandable that it's not finished the animation yet, but it should immediately start playing fire double. So... double action mech, go to fire. Alright, I think, honestly, I think what I do, if it's double action, Because sometimes I don't want to play it. I don't want to say double action. Let me check if this is correct. Action fire. This is not a double action force. The double action mech blade fire should always be followed by the double. Alright, so here's what I'll do. Interrupt the animation just instantly. This might save. This might fix it. Okay, I kind of did it there. Let's see. I think I got at least one run in. This was wrong though. This should have just played fire. Okay. Alright, we'll try it again now. I think I did it. Okay. Delay. State of fire. Cool. Action fire, failed fire, and then it ends very shortly after. That's fine. State fire double. Priming. Action charge. Action fire. Failed for fire double. Oh. And then we're priming. So... no, there's a mistake as well. If I actuate, I guess if it fails for some reason, and I know that I'm on a double action fire, so it would fail, and that would force double action fire. Because yeah, right now it's not animating, and it should be animating here. And it does a single action fire. Start, fire. And yeah, this is already after the delay as well. Wait, what? No, I'm like totally wrong actually. Huh? Wow, I'm really... Double action fire delay? Is that like I call fire? No, I'm supposed to start the animation. What's my problem? I think my problem is these animation states need to be connected more closely to the mechanism then. Because what's supposed to happen is I play the animation on the weapon when the fire delay begins. But then I fire. Okay. Start anim. Fire projectile. Eject round. Charge. Fire animation. Fire projectile. Eject round. This is what should happen. If fire delay is 0, then if not automatic fire, needs reset as true. Okay. And then up here. Is actuate can fire reset timer reset delay time. Animation. Fire to the 0, can fire, append fire projectile, needs reset true. Up here, if can fire Run that. And if not, automatic fire needs reset true. Okay. Animation. Okay. So now I can say if honestly, it's like actually when I actuate, I have to play the animation, isn't it? Isn't that the case? If ever I actuate, I must play an animation right then and there. That's actually it. Okay. Backtrack this. Backtrack this. Okay, cool. So yeah, trigger mechanism just says I added a comma there. Great. Okay. And in fact, let's get rid of the comma then. Okay. That's the mistake. If I actuate, I must play an animation. I must. So I'm not doing it on fire, I'm doing it on actuation. And now this is when I run this through again, and I probably change it now to force a play. Okay. Fire. That's not a thing anymore. Alrighty. So that looks like I did the very quick firing, and also it kept doing the animations correctly. It looked good the whole way through. Alrighty. Actuate. Delay. State fire. Action fire, state end. Could be closer. Actuate. Priming. Fire double. Action charge. Delay. Actuate. Action fire. Priming. Fire double. Actuate. Action fire. Priming. Fire double. Actuate, action fire. This is good. When I see the actuate followed by an action fire, that's when I've timed it actually perfect. Fire double. Fire double. Awesome. Cool. So now this does mean that fire animations need to bake in fire delay. If they have it, actually, if they have it. I think technically I should not have fire delay on weapons that don't have like visual animation prior to the bullet happening. And in fact, what I have right now is this is really just a special case for this one where I say go to fire double. Otherwise I attempt to go to fire. Okay. I'm gonna do that again. Get rid of all the printing and I'm just gonna mess around with it a bunch. And I'm just paying close attention to the state changes. I shouldn't have any more printing. Well, the only printing that I have is animation. Okay, that's gotta go away. Like that is just perfect. Awesome. Double, 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 double. Why is it doing double? Oh, there's a mistake there. That's just straight up playing the wrong animation. Oh, it's because I'm doing this. Alright, so it should be if. That's my mistake. I felt like I saw something weird happen there. Maybe I didn't though. Yeah, there's a weird thing happening there. I'm gonna ignore that. I was aware of that possibility. I'm gonna ignore that. It's the charge animation is slow enough from the aim that it can be nearly done and I click and we're on charge and it says, all right, well, we're on charge right now. Actually, I guess I could do this check because the charge animation does do that. So I could say if this could probably save it a little bit if I make that animation. If I make it emit charged a little bit early than normal, like maybe at 0.35. Then I can try and see what happens there. Yeah, it's a bit what I could do is say if I click while it's, I don't know, it's odd. Perhaps what I need to do is I need to look at, there's not a cue for that. Because technically the charge is like in the middle of happening. I don't know. It's odd. It's odd. I guess technically that'd be a mechanism thing. I start playing like a virtual... I mean, let's see what should happen. It's just because I have an animation doing stuff that it shouldn't be doing. There should be a logical state, and then animation matches the logical state. Is what should happen. So if I start to charge, that's a logical thing that's happening. There's a physical timer that starts. And the animation should just be matched to that. So I can do some math on the logic slide and say, hey, I know I just clicked, but I'm already charging. So let's just leave that timer running. And then we'll set the normal fire delay. So after this charge finishes, we'll fire. This is a bit better. If I'm really late, it's going to be fine. But I can still time it so that I'm able to see a problem happen. It's good. This is really good though. This is a lot better than it was. So yeah, the revolver's good. I need to remember to fix that because I can just... I mean, actually, I can fix that. I'll go ahead and fix these. Oh yeah, fire delay is wrong again there. Yeah, I need to revisit. Okay, well, before I do that. Standing up was a good call. I was straight up feeling like I was going to fall asleep in my chair. What did I... What? What? What was I going to do? Okay, it doesn't help. Doesn't help that. Right. Remember now. Okay, so no fire delay. Just no fire delay. We fire immediately. Eject delay. I think we're ejecting. I'll say that. Charge delay. So after this time, when does charge delay happen? I think I just say like at the end, honestly. And then I have to leave reset delay to something really small. So 0.05 minus, or yeah, point. $50 minus 32.5. Right, okay. In fact, I'll drop it down so it sits at 500 milliseconds exactly. Okay. Now I shoot the pistol as fast as I can. And apparently I can shoot this at 1200 RPM, which is kind of insane. If I could actually shoot that fast. Yeah, cool. Alright. And same thing here, these have to be forced. These shots must be forced. So weapon scene, if we fire, it's forced. It is forced. You can't not fire. It's forced. And yeah, there's just no way I can shoot fast enough to do that. I would never see it. I would have to see start, fire, fire. Without an end in between. Yeah, there's just no chance a human could do that. No way I could do that. No person is capable of clicking that fast. There's no way. Maybe you could click. If you were left clicking and right clicking, maybe you could reach that. If you also had a keyboard or a key that you could do, I think you could probably definitely reach that. I think like actions per minute. Actually, yeah, what is the highest action per minute? Hang on, I want to see that. Um, oh, 600. Reach peaks of over 1,000. I mean, yeah, that's like you have to hit 5 keys on your keyboard, both mouse clicks, and then probably 2 buttons on the side, all at the same time. Twice in a second. Yeah, okay, so you could reach it. Yeah, that'd be insane though. Yeah, the weapon cycle's faster than, definitely faster than you can click a mouse, and definitely faster than you could actually pull the trigger in real life. Good to know. Good to know. Alright, rifle. So this one does have a legitimate use for the fire animation. Though this should just be not here. Here we go. And it's probably going to be the same thing again, where I actually want to duplicate this key. Yeah, this has got to come back to like... This should have a lot more force behind it. It's still heavy, but it should have more force behind it. What? What was that? This should have more force behind it. My meaning there is that it should come back faster. And then I said, it's also heavier to balance that out. So that perhaps this is more like 0.18. Or one, yeah, like 0.18 when this hits back. And this should be like a slam. And then I could slow down a bit. All right. Okay. Now I'm going to go into... I think the data on this one's already pretty good. No fire delay. We're firing instantly. Eject delay. I think I'm looking at like 17. Say 18. Nah, I think it's the same thing as the other one, just 17 and a half. And there's that, and then I have this charge delay. Same thing there. And then reset. This is just some extra time that I can have to encourage the RPM to be a certain value that I want. Let's try to get like 95. What was it at before? I'll say 46. Okay. And then I don't think the rifle actually has... I think the rifle's totally default. Oh, yeah, it's pretty much totally default. It's just like the pistol. You can't unload it. Is that not fast enough? I'm seeing it flip sometimes. What's up with that? I can barely even see the handle. I wasn't really paying attention to the handle. I need to watch that. Pretty good. This one might actually have a good video. They don't like show this part. I want to see how long it is before it hits there. Can't really see it. Tough. Oh, maybe this is it. Ooh. What is this resolution? You gotta zoom in on that. Okay, so I am correct. The cycle is really quick, and then it sits there for a long time before it fires again. So... what is this, though? I don't know what this does. This is the gas piston. I mean, that's just a feedback in there which pushes the whole bolt back, right? Is that how that works? Alright, now... they said AK... wait, did they say AK-12? Am I crazy? Did I not see AK? That ain't right. No. $700 to $800. Am I too slow? What now? Man, I might be stupid. All right. 700. Maybe I need to crank up to 700. Because that cycle time is so fast. But then it it really does look like it sits there for a long time doing nothing. Okay. I'll say this. See what 700 looks like. That is so fast. It's too fast. All right. That is just too fast. Yeah. I'll bring it back down to like 650. My audio sucks too. I'll admit that. It does suck. I mean, I guess I should probably get this as close as I can to like an increment around 60 FPS, shouldn't I? Because otherwise what happens is I miss a tick, and maybe that's really obvious to your ear. Well, actually no, because I play the sound and the effect, but then I'm just delaying. Never mind. Never mind, forget that. 1 second. Alright. Window better. Alright. We have like 640. What's like a value near what I'm looking for? I'm at 93.8 something. So what's... Am I crazy? So I can go to 100 milliseconds. Or 83. What would 83 be? Oh, man. $720. That's just so fast. I feel like that's just too fast. How fast does the Halo assault rifle shoot? What is this? That was just not the right picture, by the way. Hmm. Dude, Phantom is such an ass website. I can't believe they haven't fixed it yet. You know those memes is like, we can use about, we can cover all but like 20% of the screen and half of players will still keep playing the game. Like this meme or whatever. That's like, that's what Phantom's becoming. How much of the website can we obscure with other crap before people stop using our website? They're trying to find the sweet spot. I don't know why. Okay, so I missed it. This says 900 rounds per minute, which if you're running at 60, so they're running that. Every 4 frames, they fire a bullet. In my case, I'd be doing every 5 frames, I'd be firing a bullet. And it's more like every 5 frames or 6 frames. Somewhere in between there. Is it like this? No. Okay. I just like 60 over 640. No. No. So 5. So it's like 5 frame, 5 frame, 5 frame, 6 frame, 5 frame, 5 frame. That's about what I'm doing. Yeah, but I really do want 640 though. So let me see what this is. 93.75, so I need 93.75 total. I cannot allow myself to get more precise, which I would actually like to do that, because that can make things a little bit better. A little bit. Maybe I could more have it as like ratio instead of timings. Then I can time it on physics tick. So it'd just be more like keep a number that increments, and then depending on its value, I'm either firing on the 5th frame or I'm firing on the 6th frame. And then that just will map out correctly over time. That could be a better. I shouldn't do that though. I'll just allow reset delay to be more precise. But these other ones should be not so precise. Why does cycle time not print? I guess if I just write it like that, it will. Okay. So I'm at 640 precisely. Which is still just going to sound weird, but this is the fire rate that I want. Awesome. That one's done. Okay. Now the shotgun. The shotgun has a crazy animation. I was gonna say I should have also fixed that too. Good, I did. So the shotgun fire actually has no fire. Nothing mechanically happens to the shotgun when it fires. So delete. Oh, and then I have... I'm also just gonna go and delete the, yeah, I'm gonna delete it. I'm gonna remake it. Delete. Save. And yeah, it also technically won't have a reload animation, but I need it for now because that's the only way to... do anything with it. Okay. Shotgun trigger. It's kind of just nothing, really. I guess I'll just put in 100 or something, just so it's some value there. But this should just be pretty empty. Yeah, like pretty much the entire reload thing. I'm not sure. I don't know if you pull the I can't remember if you pull the slide back. I don't think you do, because I remember watching a video on how to load this weapon, and they went through everything, and I don't think that's what they did. Maybe you do, so that you can quickly charge it when you return it. But you don't really need to. If you shot and you hit reload, you should probably pull it back. It'll eject, you load, and then you push forward and you're already charged up. If the weapon is empty, I mean, probably it's just the same thing. You probably should charge it or slide back. So after you load and you slide forward. I don't know. That's cool though. I can press the charge button to shoot faster. Oh, okay. Shotgun is good. I gotta double check all these other ones. And then delete their animations on the list. So that just goes away. Yeah, there's no more fire animation, there's no more idle animation, there's no more walk animation. There's no more melee animation. Bolt. That's already clean. More idle, more walk. Have to hit save on that. Still has the most animations by a lot. Okay. So fire should just go away. Into fan. Should just go away. Charge cylinder, rotate, eject rounds, eject to unload, inject to reload, inject, eject. Fan, revolver, fan. That's not an animation. Or at least it's not used anymore. Fan charge, fire double, fires empty. It's no longer a thing. Fire single, open cylinder, open to reload, open to unload. Out to reload, out to unload. Reload, reload, spin. Reload to unload. Unload, unload, spin, unload to reload. Yeah, crazy number of animations there. Okay. Charge, fire into, out, reload. I think I'm good on anything else. The shovel should not have idle or walk. And it also technically shouldn't even have swing. But I'm gonna leave it there for now. Okay, I'm gonna use every weapon to make sure everything is still good. Charge, fire, aim, swing, charge, unload, reload, unload into reload. Cool. Charge, reload. Okay. Charge, reload. Okay. Charge, unload, full unload. Reload to unload. Yep, that was all of them. Alright, cool. They all worked. 2 errors appeared. Emit fired. Ah, which one did that? One of these has a bad fire animation. Yep, it's that one. Is that everything? Fire from bolt. Some of that stuff. Graph offset, I can just restore that. Yeah, I'll just, right. Actually, it just restores staged. Yeah. I guess you can just add these. Ugh. That needs to be restored. Make sure I'm not doing anything I didn't want to commit. Okay. Um, with playing fire animations in general, mostly around the revolver animations. Okay. Fix some bugs. And delete a lot of animation files. Okay. Hopefully that was everything. I guess I will reload project and see if it's decided it actually wanted to save something else. Cool. All right. And I think that's got to be lunchtime. So. Alright. Recoil. So essentially my idea here is that Recoil just kind of needs to be moved to apply as like an instantaneous impulse. And then that impulse is applied over time, I guess. I haven't really put too much thought into it, and I'm thinking about it a little bit more. All right. Here's the thing. So I did not get a good amount of sleep last night, and I'm thinking I may just not last after I eat. After I sit down and I eat, I might just fall asleep. Alright, here's the plan. I will actually call the stream here, and I'm just going to eat, and I'm just going to chill out and relax. And if I wake up later, then I'll come back. But for now, that's going to be it for today. So yeah, that's my bad. I just didn't sleep. So thanks for watching. I will definitely be back tomorrow. And there's a small chance I might come back later today. A small chance. I don't think I've ever come back yet, but you know, who knows? Maybe today could be the day. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. Goodbye.